As you may know, our state lawmakers returned to the Capitol late Sunday afternoon to begin their last week of regular session, which is scheduled to end on Friday, May 31st. At 6:08 p.m., SB 25, House Amendment 1, was posted and then scheduled for a hearing at 7:08 p.m. This proposal, sponsored by State Representative Kelly Cassidy, D. Chicago, is very similar to the extreme abortion expansion legislation filed by her earlier this year. It should be noted that this bill was posted and scheduled in the absolute minimum amount of time that could be offered to be considered in the Illinois General Assembly, and done on a Sunday night in the middle of Memorial Day weekend. Proponents were prepared, however, with legal and medical witnesses to testify and a small group of melodramatic activists wearing handmade costumes, see picture above, to boot. State Representative Tom Demmer, R. Dixon, Deputy Republican leader and minority spokesman for the Appropriations Human Services Committee, pointed out at the outset of the hearing that this bill, which is not an appropriations bill, was sent to an Appropriations Committee of the House. This bill does not make any appropriations for the state, it is a substantive bill. But it was sent to this committee. His complaints fell on deaf ears. For approximately 2 hours, the committee heard testimony from proponents and opponents, and the sponsor fielded questions from members of the committee. Unfortunately, committee chairperson Robin Gable, D. Evanston, cut questions short. To this point, State Representative Avery Bourne, R. Litchfield, strenuously complained that she had many more questions to ask about the legislation, and pointed out that the committee process was the right place to do it. Yet, questions and answers were severely truncated. You can watch the entire hearing on the IFE YouTube channel. In the end, SB 25 was passed out of committee by a vote of 12-7, along party lines. It now moves to the Illinois House floor where it is already on third reading, conveniently teed up, and could be called for a vote of the full Illinois House today, or any time this week. Pray, if you believe, as we do at IFE, that our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the powers, against the world forces of this darkness, against the spiritual forces of wickedness in the heavenly places, then you recognize the centrality and indispensability of prayer in circumstances like this. Without a doubt, this is a spiritual battle and well beyond our human control.